tiny apartment that maximizes every inch. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Decor channel. Have you ever stood in a room that was barely 300 square feet and wondered, how on earth am I going to fit my entire life in here? It's a common struggle, right? Today, I am taking you inside a tiny apartment that completely defies the odds. We aren't just looking at pretty furniture today, we are breaking down the physics of space planning. This isn't just about decorating, it is about survival in the city. We are going to look at how to turn a cramped box into a functional sanctuary. Are you ready to see some magic? Let's be honest for a second about what this place looked like before. It was dark, it was boxy, and it felt incredibly claustrophobic. Can you imagine trying to cook dinner while your laundry is drying on the sofa next to you? That was the reality here. The flow was non-existent. You walked in and immediately bumped into a wall. The previous layout ignored the light sources, making the space feel half the size it actually was. I want you to remember this feeling of cramped chaos because the transformation we are about to see is honestly mind-blowing. So, how do we fix a broken layout? The secret sauce here is something I like to call microzoning. You might think, I don't have enough room for zones, but that is exactly why you need them. In this design, we stopped treating the apartment as one big room and started treating it like a Swiss Army knife. We needed a distinct place to sleep, a place to eat, and a place to relax. By using visual boundaries, like rugs and lighting, rather than physical walls, we define these areas without blocking the visual flow. Let's start right at the front door. In most tiny apartments, the entryway is non-existent, right? You usually walk right into the living room. But here, we created a pause moment. We used a narrow, floating console table. Why floating? Because seeing the floor extend all the way to the wall tricks your brain into thinking the floor area is larger. It provides a drop zone for keys and mail without taking up valuable footprint. It's a small detail, but doesn't it make the arrival feel so much more organized? Okay, look at this massive mirror on the entry wall. This isn't just for checking your outfit before you leave. This is the oldest trick in the book, but why does it work so well? It bounces the natural light from the window on the opposite side deeper into the dark corners of the entry. Essentially, it acts like a second window. When you are working with limited square footage, you have to double your visual space. Do you see how it breaks up the solid wall and adds depth? want you to look down for a second. Do you notice how the flooring runs continuously from the entrance all the way to the back window? There are no transition strips and no changes in material. This is crucial. If we had tiled the kitchen and carpeted the living area, we would have chopped the room into tiny boxes. By keeping the wood tone consistent and laying the planks parallel to the longest wall, we elongate the room. It guides your eye straight to the view, doesn't it? Choosing a sofa for a small space is a nightmare, isn't it? You want comfort, but you can't have a giant marshmallow eating up the room. We went with a sofa that has exposed legs. Seeing the floor underneath the furniture makes the piece feel lighter and less blocky. Plus, the arms are super slim. Why waste 6 inches on bulky armrests when you need that space for seating? It's stylish, sure, but more importantly, it is mathematically proportionate to the room. Look at this shelving unit. It goes all the way to the ceiling. Why do so many people stop their shelves at eye level? That is just wasted potential. By taking the storage all the way up, we draw the eye upward, emphasizing the height of the room rather than the small footprint. We store the stuff we rarely use, like seasonal decor or archives, up top. It acts almost like architectural molding, adding texture to the walls while hiding a mountain of clutter. Now, let's talk about double-duty furniture. See this coffee table? It looks normal, but the top actually lifts up. It provides storage for blankets and remotes, but it also rises to desk height. In a tiny apartment, do you really have space for a dedicated office? Probably not. This transforms the living room into a workspace in 3 seconds flat. It's about demanding that every single piece of furniture earn its keep. If it only does one thing, it doesn't belong here. You'll notice the color palette is very restrained, lots of creams, whites, and light woods. Some might call it boring, but I call it visual silence. When you live in a small space, visual clutter equals mental stress. By keeping the walls and the large furniture pieces in similar tones, they blend together. The walls seem to recede. We add pops of color through throw pillows and art, things that are easy to change. Doesn't this feel more breathable than a room with 4 different bold colors fighting for attention? One ceiling light is the enemy of a cozy apartment. It creates harsh shadows and makes the room feel like a waiting room. Here, we use 3 layers of light. We have recessed lighting for general brightness, a floor lamp for a soft glow, and task lighting near the reading nook. This allows you to change the atmosphere of the room instantly. At night, with just the warm lamps on, the corners disappear, and the room feels infinite. Have you tried layering your lights yet? Moving over to the kitchen, it is tiny, yes, but look how efficient it is. We ditched the standard massive fridge for a tall, skinny European-style model. It saves us about 10 inches of width, which in a kitchen this size, is pure gold. We also opted for a 2-burner cooktop instead of 4. Be honest with yourself, how often do you actually have 4 pots boiling at once? By downsizing the appliances, we gained valuable counter space for prep work. Notice that there are no upper cabinets on the window wall? We used open shelving there instead. Why would we reduce storage? Because putting a heavy cabinet next to the window blocks the light and makes the kitchen feel like a tunnel. The open shelves keep it airy. But don't worry, we compensated with floor-to-ceiling pantry cabinets on the opposite wall. It's a trade-off, we sacrificed a little convenience for a massive gain in openness. Where do you eat in a room this small? We couldn't fit a standard dining table, so we installed a fold-down bar table against the wall. When it's not in use, it collapses flat, sticking out only 2 inches. When it's up, it seats 2 people comfortably for dinner. It can also serve as an extra prep counter for the kitchen. It's there when you need it and invisible when you don't. Isn't that the ultimate goal of small space design? Studio apartments can be tricky because sleeping in your kitchen feels weird, right? We created a bedroom niche using a heavy velvet curtain on a ceiling track. It is softer than a room divider and much cheaper than building a wall. During the day, the curtain is open, and the bed acts as a daybed or lounge area. At night, you close the curtain, and you essentially have a private bedroom. It dampens sound and blocks light, perfect for a good night's sleep. We didn't just plop a mattress on the floor. We built a custom platform for the bed. Why go to that trouble? Because the space underneath is a massive storage locker. We installed deep drawers that hold all the clothing, linens, and shoes. It eliminates the need for a bulky dresser in the main living area. If you elevate your bed, you essentially gain a closet's worth of storage without using up any extra floor space. How smart is that? Let's talk about something you can't see but you can definitely feel: sound. In small apartments with hard floors, echoes can make the space feel cold and empty. We used a large, plush wool rug in the living area and heavy drapes on the windows. These textiles absorb sound, making the apartment feel quiet and intimate. It adds a layer of luxury that makes the small space feel like a boutique hotel room rather than a dorm room. The bathroom in this unit is windowless, which can feel cave-like. To combat this, we went with large format white tiles from floor to ceiling. Fewer grout lines mean less visual clutter, and the white gloss reflects the vanity lights, brightening the whole room. We also used a floating vanity sink. Just like in the hallway, seeing the floor extend to the wall makes the room feel wider. It's a simple visual trick, but it prevents that cramped feeling. We ripped out the old shower curtain and replaced it with a clear glass panel. I know, shower curtains add texture, but in a tiny bathroom, they cut the room in half visually. The glass allows your eye to travel all the way to the back wall of the shower, utilizing the full depth of the room. It makes the bathroom feel double the size instantly. Plus, it lets the light from the vanity reach the shower area. Designing a small space is one thing, living in it is another. The residents here have adopted a strict one-in, one-out policy. If they buy a new pair of shoes, an old pair gets donated. This isn't just about being tidy, it's about respecting the physics of the apartment. There is no magical expansion of closets here. Maintenance is 50% of the design work in a tiny home. Could you live by that rule? We added plants on the high shelves and the windowsill. Why? Because when you have a lot of straight lines and boxy furniture, which is common in modern design, you need organic shapes to soften the look. The trailing ivy breaks up the hard edges of the shelving unit. Plus, plants improve air quality and add a sense of life. It connects the interior to the outdoors, which helps reduce that feeling of being boxed in. Look at where the curtain rod is mounted. It is not right above the window frame, it is all the way up at the ceiling line. This is my favorite tip for any room, big or small. It draws your eye up and makes the ceilings feel higher and the windows feel grander. If we had mounted them lower, the room would feel squat. It's a 5-minute adjustment that completely changes the architectural feel of the space. We added a couple of cute poufs and stackable stools. These are the unsung heroes of entertaining in a small space. They can be footrests, side tables, with a tray on top, or extra seating when friends come over. When they aren't needed, they tuck under the console table or stack in a corner. You never want to block the flow with permanent heavy chairs that you only use once a month. Ultimately, this apartment feels bigger because it reduces cognitive load. Everything has a place. The lighting is soothing. The colors are cohesive. It proves that you don't need a mansion to live beautifully. It's about being intentional with every single square inch. When you respect the space you have, the space respects you back by functioning perfectly. It's not about what you don't have, it's about maximizing what you do have. So, I hope this tour gave you some serious inspiration for your own space, no matter the size. It's amazing what a little bit of planning and some visual trickery can do, isn't it? I would love to know, which of these space-saving hacks was your favorite? Was it the floating furniture or the lighting layers? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more design deep dives.